We've just purchased a barge as another meeting space because we're kind of crammed at this head office, gone from 60 staff to 700. So we're kind of fighting for space now. So Ted Baker don't really do anything by halves, so we thought we'd do something unique, and we have a barge that we've just redesigned. So we set it for the students to theoretically redesign with two options, one to be a hotel suite and then the other to be an event space or a workspace. So it was really great to see the two concepts and two very different ends of the scale from the students today.
For the first space, for the hotel space, I did a contemporary modern take on Victorian train stations. So I titled it the Ted Baker Express. And the second one I did a concept called Pretty in Pink, and it was just kind of based around the trend of the dusty pink colours and the florals and female empowerment at the moment.
So my first concept was for the hotel and hangout space, and I decided to go for Japanese living, so an oriental theme. I wanted something really relaxing and calm, just slimline colours and spatial planning that was kind of quite pared back and relaxed to suit the space. The second concept I went for was astrology. I took my colour palette from the planets themselves and just the stars and that kind of like theme, and that was for the meeting and event space. That was all about kind of spherical forms, no really like hard edges and things like that, and I went down the textural route to show the astrology theme.
It's been really nice working alongside the client, and being able to visit the Ted Baker headquarters was really good because it gave us a good insight into like how things work and what we're expected to do.
It's been probably the difficult project that I've had to do, but also one that I've really liked because it's pushed me, and I've had to really think about what I'm doing for both spaces because they are so different. It's a project that runs alongside each other, but it has so many contrasts in it, which is obviously something quite difficult, but you know, it feels really good when you achieve it.
And I was really impressed by the level of work as well today. There's still a few days from hand in, but the level's already really high. So I was really impressed by the standard, the concept ideas, and I really think there's a place for all of them in industry.
I've learnt to step outside my comfort zone. Ted Baker's style is very quirky, so to push the boundaries and think more about what they want instead of what I always like and what I like in my designs, to just really push the boundaries.
I think I've learnt to push myself a lot more spatially. I'm more of a surface person, but obviously surface and spatial do go hand in hand, and you need to have a knowledge of how to design a space spatially for surface to work within it. And I've realised that choosing concepts that aren't necessarily always me is a really good thing to do because it pushes you to create something you wouldn't normally create.
Solent are always so supportive, and they always help through tutorials. They offer so much support to everybody.
The course is great in letting us have free reign of what we decide to do in third year in terms of surface and spatial. Having the live briefs is obviously such a good thing for industry practice, and just the general working environment and the nice structure that the course has is really great.
The bit I loved the best was that it come from right from the very start, being a mature student and then going right through to job, and it was all down to Solent. So I think you're really well supported here. And then in my job now, the bit I love the most is probably that I get to be an alumni like this, that I've actually done something good enough to then help someone else or do a project with Solent and give back to what they give me.